big news today is the Senate leaders agree to a 2-year budget deal. Yeah, give it up for them doing that. Give it up for that. You know what I mean? Well, hell, man. Let's go to a clip where they talk about it. See if we got a clip. We do have a clip, Tim Black.
The compromise we've reached will ensure that...
Let's rewind that. Here we go.
The compromise we've reached will ensure that for the first time in years, our armed forces will have more of the resources they need to keep America safe. It will help us serve the veterans who've bravely served us. And it will ensure funding for important efforts such as disaster relief, infrastructure, and building on our work to fight opioid abuse and drug addiction.
This budget deal will be the best thing we've done for our economy, our military, our middle class for a long time.
All right. Shut up, Mitch McConnell. Shut up, Chuck Schumer. It's bullshit when they say they couldn't fund our military. All right? That's BS. That's bullshit. I already said bullshit. I might as well just don't go back to BS. You already jumped off the cliff, Tim Black. Stay there. You're in deep waters. My kids are watching. My kids are watching. Come on, man. Your kids don't want to watch Tim Black talk about this crap. All right. Listen, they want to play Roblox. That's my son likes Roblox. He don't watch news, even independent news. Listen, Chuck Schumer, does anyone actually believe that prior to this budget we weren't funding our military? Do you actually everything else in our budget, and I mean everything, all the programs that the Republicans complain about, all the studies, all the crap, everything can fit. If you had a pie chart, all the other stuff fits into the budget, fits into our military budget. Our military budget is equal to everything else we do. That one thing. So, Mitch McConnell, you can go straight to hell, sir. We know that's not true. We can read, we can see. They think that we're all blind. We can't see that the budget. We can't see numbers. You know, I might not know trigonometry, but I know when you're tricking me, motherfucker. All right? So anyway. So they got a deal. It's a 2-year deal. Okay, there's a couple things in it that they list here. This is from thehill.com, in case you want to fact check it. All right. The legislation would avert a government shutdown on Friday when federal funding is due to expire and boost defense and non-defense programs. It does not include a hike to the debt ceiling, though it could be added soon. Some guy, Senator Tom Tillis, Republican out of North Carolina, who received a briefing from McConnell on the deal, said there is a discussion about adding debt ceiling language, but it needs to be vetted with the broader Senate GOP conference. Including the debt ceiling hike would rid Republicans of another tough vote later in February or March, adding debt ceiling whatever, but could cost the legislation some support from House conservatives. All right, so what else? The deal is backed by McConnell and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. It will almost certainly be cleared as part of a stopgap funding measure by the Senate before February 8th deadline, which would shut down the government. But they're saying here they're not even sure that it will pass the House. You know, so it's got to go past the House. Now, what are some of the stuff that's in it, Tim Black? Yeah, what is stuff? It includes a 2-year reauthorization for community health centers. Remember the community health centers that I thought they had approved earlier? Well, now it's approved. Okay? Which will bring it to $7 billion in total funding. And they're going to set aside $6 billion to fight opiate addiction. Okay? Other funding priorities are $4 billion to rebuild veterans hospitals, $2 billion for research at the National Institutes of Health, and $20 billion for infrastructure programs. Now, they're saying it's a big win for the Democrats because it extends funding for the Children's Health Insurance Program, CHIPS. Okay? Now, that's another 4 years on top of the 6-year extension that Congress approved last month. So the community centers are now being funded, and now CHIPS has been extended for a total of 10 years. All right? American families with children who benefit with CHIP will now be able to rest easy for the next decade, said Schumer. He said seniors and children would also benefit from the deal's extension of various expiring tax provisions. All right, so I think I'm glad those things are included in the budget. All right, that's what it is. But I want you to check out what Sarah Huckabee Sanders had to say about Americans criticizing President Trump over the budget and other things. Check this out.
The president was clearly joking with his comments, but what isn't a joke is that Democrats refuse to celebrate the accomplishments of last year that has helped all Americans. What I don't understand, and what I don't think the country understands, is why Democrats are so upset about lower taxes and higher wages. That's something that every American should be celebrating, not crying about, not sitting on their hands for. Democrats are going to have to make a decision at some point really soon. Do they hate this president more than they love this country? And I hope the answer to that is no.
Sarah.
All right. You hear what Sarah Huckabee Sanders had to say. Now, she was talking about the comments I think that Trump made, I'm not mistaken, the ones he made the other day where he says he wished they would shut down the government. It would be worth it. Remember those comments? So she's saying he was joking about that, but they're not giving him any credit on all the other great things he's doing. And what's that last part? What she said? Let's rewind that a little bit. We can do that.
The compromise
stands is why Democrats are so upset about lower taxes and higher wages, so upset about lower taxes. What I don't understand, and what I don't think the country understands, is why Democrats are so upset about lower taxes and higher wages. That's something that every American should be celebrating, not crying about, not sitting on their hands for. Democrats are going to have to make a decision at some point really soon. Do they hate this president more than they love this country? And I hope the answer to that is no.
Sarah.
That's it. That's the part. That's the part right there. Okay. So, do you hate the country? Or do you love the country? Do you love the country more than you hate Donald Trump? No. No. No, I don't. Make sure my volume's up, man. No. Listen, man. That's like asking someone, you ask someone, you're about to get a divorce. You're about to break up, in your relationship or whatever, and it's really bad. And your spouse has been abusive. Oh, they've been bad, man. They've been cheating on you and putting stuff in your food. Who knows? Even worse than that, maybe they have a shopping addiction. Now, it's one thing to have a shopping addiction when you have money, but when you are poor and you dating somebody or you live with somebody who has a shopping addiction, man, you might as well say you're a kleptomaniac. I don't know. I think I'd rather you be a kleptomaniac. But anyway, that's the premise, okay? And then you're like, nah, I can't be in this relationship no more. You're abusive. You're spending up all the money, and we can't pay the bills because you got this problem. You won't get it fixed, and I'm leaving. And then they say to you, do you love this family more than you hate me? See what I'm saying? It's manipulation. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They are manipulating you to stay. Do you love the kids more than you hate me? That's a bad question. Listen, look, for the record, guys, all right, I'm glad we got tax cuts. All right? I'm glad. Look, I'm a regular guy. Some people get mad at me for it. They don't want me to, they want me to be what they want me to be. I got to be me. Where I come from, anytime somebody gets a tax break, that's good. How am I not going to support working people with modest incomes, people just trying to get by, getting a little bit more of their money? Man, the audacity of these people, right? These people who say, oh, well, they only have negative to say. If people are only responding negatively to tax breaks, that's hackery. That is hackery. All right? Just admit you rooting for teams. You're not keeping it real. I know people who got tax breaks. My mama got a tax break. Hi, Mom. Love you. She happy as hell. She said, I don't know about all this stuff Trump was saying. It sounds crazy, but he know how to give us some tax breaks, though. My complaint is, why you got to give so much bigger tax breaks to these corporations? I want people, regular working people, man, to get more of a tax break, and I want poor people to get something out of the deal. I want poor people to be able to move up. That's what I want. I will fight for that. Okay? See, part of the tax breaks, man, if you don't own a home, you ain't really getting much of a break. Okay, you got to own a home. You got to make a certain amount of money. I want poor people to get more. Okay? Corporations got too much out of this deal. But that does not mean, Sarah, it does not mean that I don't respect the fact that some people are getting some money back. And you guys got to understand, that's why I want you to share these shows, because I know there's an audience for me out there. I know there's an audience for me out there who want to hear the straight truth, right? They want it. I know they're out there. You got to help me find them. Help me find them. Because we're on a movement. This is I'm trying to create a movement for sensibility, for rationalism, where we look at issues and we don't just jump in on a team. That we look at an issue, we try to keep it real, we look at the facts, and we speak our minds honestly. Well, we ain't trying to contort ourselves to fit into the Republican Party or the Democrat Party. Well, we are just people who want more. And I'm trying to lead that movement. Now, I'm telling you, it's not the lucrative path. The way to go, guys, is to jump on one team or the other. But I can't do it. I can't do it. I got to be able to speak honestly. So, tax breaks, good. All right? It's good, Sarah. You got me. It's good. Okay. Yeah, baby. Okay. I love the kids. Okay. I do. You are abusive, though. You are abusive. How about this? You get treatment and we'll stay together. How about that? How about we do that? You stop talking with your hands all the damn time and talking about my mother. I love my mom. You stop talking about my mother. You stop talking with your hands, and you get some help for your shopaholicism. We broke. We can't have you shopaholicing. All right, give it up for that. You need to go down to Rainbow or something. Stop shopping at Macy's. Go down to Rainbow and be a shopaholic. Go to the dollar store and be a shopaholic. Don't be shopaholic in places where stuff is expensive. All right. Gracious, man. What's wrong with people? What's wrong with them? I don't know what's wrong with them, y'all.
Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions.